Carry here for Charles Sims. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Evans has it left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now they run with Sims. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
A play fake to Sims. Now Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Partner, a lot of people think the tight end's a safety valve position, but I think in situations like this, he's often a primary receiver, and they missed an opportunity.
Here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And they're going to go soft on the corners. One receiver to the left is Evans. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. A 2nd down throw for Winston. Completes this one to Cecil Shorts. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Sims. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
And Winston lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they were able to punch it. In the end zone last time, they'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Out of the gun, Smith. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle.
Brandon, down the stretch, I was able to see Greg Olsen of the Carolina Panthers play twice and set an NFL record, his 3rd straight season of 1,000 yards receiving, something that's never been done in the NFL before by a tight end. But Travis Kelsey of the Kansas City Chiefs, I would say to you, he may very well have the best season of a tight end in the NFL this year.
Over 1,100 yards and nothing but daylight ahead. Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, 44 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Well, you know what we need to do? We need to give a hat tip to two guys that are riding off into the sunset. Steve Smith and Robert Mathis both have announced the end of their careers.
Let's start with Robert Mathis. You see all the tributes coming from around the league. Everyone talk about what an exceptional pro Robert Mathis has been throughout his career. And the guy has over 120 sacks in his career as well. And how about Steve Smith? Came into the league as a punt returner and became a WR1. How about that? One of the all-timers. I think both of them are going to merit Hall of Fame consideration, and both of them should get plenty of votes.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Sims. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. Fielded at the 33. Whoa, shifty.
Whoa.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 66 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
And it is now 21-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Jameis to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Still 9 yards to go on third down. One receiver to the left is Evans. On third down, Winston. He finds Humphries. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And quickly they get to the line. Winston.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to get.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Vincent Jackson, 61 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. And that will cut this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Smith on first down. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down, but they'll get it back.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He's got the hook up with Conley. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the sticks, sets up a 1st and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On the ground, this is Ware. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk. Listen.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And that last drive.